police continue to search for suspects after a teenager is shot in the leg late Sunday night. And get ready to enjoy a taste of the season in Northeast, and we're actually not talking about grapes.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. It's Tuesday. I'm Elena LaQuatra, and today the annual Cherry Festival gets underway in Northeast.
Oh, yeah. Tons of fun. Of course, the pies are baked. Weather looking very nice.
Good.
Real nice. Maybe have to dodge a few raindrops today, but other than that, looks nice right on into the weekend. And, of course, you have the big parade. Yours truly and Tom Atkins, my cohort, will be part of that parade. So stop on by, say hello. Maybe we can give you some candy if you're nice to us. Okay.
If cherries didn't entice you enough,
right.
Tom and Tom will do it.
We've got the candy for you. Yeah. Great weather, good times always.
Wonderful. We have more on that coming up in a moment. But first, we're beginning with some national news this morning. President Donald Trump, Supreme Court nominee. He announced it in Washington, D.C. Federal Judge Brett Kavanaugh as his pick to replace retiring Justice Anthony Kennedy on the Supreme Court. Even before the president's announcement, Democrats were already voicing strong opposition. At the heart of their concerns that the president's pick would undermine Roe versus Wade, the landmark 1973 ruling that upheld a legal right to an abortion. The Affordable Care Act could also be on the line.
These two rights, affordable health care and a woman's freedom to make sensitive health care decisions, hang in the balance with this nominee.
Not a rubber stamp for anybody. I got some hard questions, whoever the president nominates.
The Senate only needs 50 votes to confirm a Supreme Court nominee, meaning that if all but one Republicans vote along party lines, they will not need any Democratic support. An Erie man is set to learn his fate in Erie County Court today. That update is new this morning. Nathan Wyzorsek was arrested on January 25th after allegedly attacking two police officers. His sentencing is set for 8:30 this morning in front of Judge William Cunningham. And Robert Heath is expected to appear in Erie County Court today as well. He's accused of starving two dogs. He faces animal abuse charges. Heath's appearance in Veterans Court is set for 9 a.m. in Judge Joe Walsh's courtroom. Now to a developing story that we've been following closely. Police are staying silent on who they believe is responsible for a shooting in the city of Erie. On Sunday around 11 p.m., police were called to the 700 block of East 24th Street. Authorities say a 17-year-old girl was shot in the leg after a group of people were arguing outside. Police tell us 11 gunshots were fired, striking a home and the victim inside the home. Investigators say they have identified some suspects in the incident, but they're not releasing those names at this point. Still ongoing investigation.
I don't even like having my daughter outside because you don't know what's going to happen. So we're trying to move as soon as we can. It's sad that people run around here with guns and nobody does anything about it.
21-year-old Whitney Sullivan is recovering at a local hospital after a vicious box cutter attack outside of a Walgreens last Tuesday. Erie police say that a couple was getting back into their vehicle. They jumped into action when they heard Whitney's screams. Now Sullivan's father is thanking everyone who has helped her. Some Erie residents joined forces with the Erie Police Department to discuss ways to reduce crime in their West Bayfront neighborhood. Tara Braddock was at that neighborhood watch meeting and has a report.
Some Erie residents are on a mission to find ways to reduce crime in their West Bayfront neighborhood. Anna Franz from our West Bayfront says there are 6 neighborhood watch groups within the West Bayfront district.
Each one of them is really critical to the quality of life, to community safety, and to community relationships.
One watch group met on Monday night to discuss what they can do as neighbors to help reduce crime.
One thing we're hearing again and again from the police department is to call things in and be specific as possible about, where exactly the incident took place.
Officers from the Erie Police Department were also at the neighborhood watch meeting discussing problems with the residents.
We were just talking about, we released some crime statistics that the shootings were down, but there have been a couple in this particular neighborhood, so that is concerning to us.
Chief Fazzarni says residents should be observant in their neighborhood.
When they see something that they want to let the police know to contact us. If it's something going on right now, they call the non-emergency number, 870-1125. If it's something that they just want to pass on the information to the detectives, use the tip line, the 870-1199.
And Chief Spizzarni says don't get frustrated if your call isn't responded to immediately. Keep calling in with information and they will try to get to it as soon as possible. Tierra Braddock, Jet 24 Action News.
The Erie County Coroner's Office says the driver in a fatal pedestrian accident is not facing charges. It's continuing coverage this morning. 64-year-old Lannis Ellis was crossing West 26th Street when she was struck by a car at about 10:30 Friday night. She was transported to an Erie hospital where she was pronounced dead.
We're still not exactly sure what she was doing here, but there's no evidence of any kind of foul play or substance abuse or anything like that. I think it was just an unfortunate accident.
The coroner's office has located the family of the victim in Philadelphia. A deadly motorcycle crash on East Lake Road raises concern about safety on the roadways. Police say the deadly motorcycle crash occurred Sunday night just before 6 p.m. in the 1100 block of East Lake Road. Biker Richard Elder was killed in the accident. With Roar on the shore a little more than a week away and more than 100,000 bikers expected to make their way to Erie, safety for all motorists is vital. And in the name of motorcycle safety, road repairs are underway on Interstate 79. The highway ramps at West 26th Street and Interstate 79 are getting fixed. The improvements coming after motorcyclists complained to PennDOT, saying the ramps were too dangerous for bikers. PennDOT representatives say they've already done work on the ramps, but now they're trying a different kind of repair. Now to some news out of Crawford County, where an accident along Interstate 79 trashes part of a busy interchange. It happened on the I-79 on-ramp north at Meadville. Reports from the scene indicate a tractor-trailer loaded with garbage did not make the turn and rolled onto its side, spilling garbage as it went. The driver from Hadley, Pennsylvania, was taken to the hospital, but the injuries did not appear to be life-threatening. The ramp was closed for several hours until the debris could be cleared away. A fire in Albion leaves a house damaged after fire crews battled the blaze for about 45 minutes. The call going out shortly after 3 o'clock Monday afternoon in the 8300 block of North Ackerley Road. According to officials, around 8 fire companies responded to put out the fire. 2 people were there when the fire started. Neither suffered injuries. 2 cats were also taken out of the house uninjured. There's no word on what may have caused the fire. It remains under investigation at this time. Law enforcement agencies are taking part in an initiative to reduce accidents related to aggressive driving. Erie and Mill Creek Police will join state police and more than 200 other agencies to target speeding, tailgating, and red light running through August. During last year's initiative, participating agencies issued more than 40,000 citations.
What we're going to do is, with that data, target those areas with a high amount of speed enforcement. With the Erie Police Motorcycle Unit, we'll focus mostly on moving violations.
The Aggressive Driving Enforcement Initiative is funded by PennDOT and the National Highway Safety Traffic Administration. And brace yourselves, gas prices are unfortunately going to start rising for the first time since Memorial Day. The national average has seen a weekly rise, raising a penny to $2.86 per gallon. That's according to GasBuddy.com. And with hurricane season underway, gas prices will slowly start creeping up, so fill up that gas tank soon. Now let's turn to some good news. A popular Erie radio station is making a big announcement today. The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine is expected to reveal that it has closed on the sale of the former Mercyhurst radio station known as LeCom Radio. The station is located at 88.5 on the FM dial and plays the classic hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. LeCom first announced the sale back in late February and has been running the station since March 1st. And cherry pie is on the menu, and thousands of people will travel to Northeast to enjoy it. It's the annual Northeast Fireman's Cherry Festival. It's getting underway today. The festival includes rides, food, games, entertainment, vendors, the crowning of the Cherry Queen, and of course, lots of cherry pie. Highlight of the event is the Fireman's Parade, which is set for Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. The fun gets underway tonight at 5:30. And after much anticipation, the wait is finally over, people. Popeye's Louisiana Kitchen is scheduled to open up today. Employees have been training for the past few weeks, and the new restaurant is in the 2600 block of West 12th Street and is scheduled to open at 10 a.m. The time now is 5:11. How would you spend your life if money was not an issue? Coming up on Good Morning Erie, saving money is easier said than done, but it is possible, and you can even gain your financial freedom in just 5 years. We'll show you how. Stay with us.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuatra, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Throughout our community, there are good kids doing super acts of kindness, and they deserve to be recognized.
When you see a good kid doing something super, let us know.
I was able to help people who are less fortunate than me. I feel like it's going to make a lot of people happy and smile.
Nominate your good kid on the contest page at yourerie.com. Good Kid, Mondays during Jet 24 Action News at 6. Brought to you by Superstore Joe and Auto Express Kia.
At UPMC Hillman Cancer Center, we're harnessing the power of the immune system to fight cancer. We are one of the first in the country and the only one in Western Pennsylvania to offer CAR T-cell therapy for adult lymphoma. This innovative therapy modifies a patient's immune cells to target cancer. Top researchers in immunotherapy, access to the latest treatments. That's what it means to be unstoppable.
Of certified pre-owned from state line to state line.
That's right, Andy. Lakeside Auto is the dealer that can fulfill all your automotive needs, from sales to service and even bodywork. With an A+ Better Business Bureau rating, all our certified pre-owned vehicles come with a 12-month, 12,000-mile warranty. We also have financing for everyone, regardless of past credit history.
Lakeside Auto, Andy says right it up.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Had a nice start to the day as you check things out on our HumesForCars.com Skycam. This one is along the bayfront. We can see the first light of the dawn there in the northern and especially the eastern sky. We have a few isolated patchy clouds around. Otherwise, not a whole lot of problems here for this morning. Live pinpoint Doppler, clean sweep for now. A few showers may come in, though, later on in the day. Out the buoys, the waves generally 1, occasionally up to 2 feet at both buoys. The winds have now shifted to the west at about 10 to 15 miles an hour. And the bay temperature, this one in the 76, looks like the site there has not really said much in a while since yesterday there, but I'm sure the bay temp's still close to the mid-70s. We have no delays or cancellations at the airport according to the website for any incoming or outgoing flights. And temperatures are kind of a wide range this morning, near 70 along the lake shore. Mill Creek, Lake City, Erie, all at or above that 70-degree mark. A little cooler than once you get away from the lake shore here, as typical. Summit 64, Albany 63, Edinburgh, Laurie has 61, 60 at French Creek, a cooler 57 out toward Corey. And we have temperature 59 in Sacred Town. Mikey with that temperature. Ed Westmead 63, Connet Lake Bill 62. And Nenot and Linesville, a little warmer at 65. 58 for Georgia, Canadota Lake, Erie, and Saybrook has 55. Dew points right now in the upper 50s to the lower 60s, so a little humid out there for the day. Now, front's going to come through about midday here in Erie. Might set off a few showers. As the front goes south, the better chance of showers and storms would be south of 80. when the front goes through in the afternoon. That'll give us, where the instability a little bit higher. High pressure that gives us nice weather for tomorrow, and that trend will continue into the end of the week. So on the lake, watch for some midday showers. Otherwise, winds west and then northwest at about 5 to 12 knots. Waves will stay 2 feet or less, water temp at 72. So partly to mostly sunny for today. Chance of those scattered showers or maybe rumble of thunder in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 80s, so still on the warm side. Nice day tomorrow, mostly sunny, highs around 80, low humidity, good day. And then Thursday and Friday, temperatures and the humidity will start to go up, leading to a rather humid weekend, maybe a few scattered showers and storms on Saturday. You can always get the latest updates to that forecast anytime. Head to our website, yourerie.com.
All right, now it's time for the trivia question this morning in this half-hour we quiz Tom. So Tom, this one's tough. Which Flintstones character was last to make it onto a Flintstones vitamin?
Wow. Wow.
A, Pebbles, B, Bam Bam, C, Betty Rubble, or D, Mr. Slate? Any idea?
That's a good one. I have no clue. I'll have to think about this.
I love Flintstone vitamins.
Yes.
Even still. All right, you'll take a guess at that.
I will, about a half hour. And they were around when I was a kid, just FYI. They've been around a long time.
Oh.
Yes, they have.
Well, they're
Never took them,
delicious.
but they were around.
Now, if you're in the mood for something a little different, today's Free Ticket Tuesday is one you will love.
This morning, we're giving away tickets to the annual 814 Metal Festival.
All you have to do is go to our Facebook page and check out our Free Ticket Tuesday post. Like us, share it, and tell us what you love most about live music.
Before the end of the show today, we will announce the lucky winner.
Now, forget waiting for retirement to save some money. Instead, focus on reaching financial freedom fast.
If you try hard enough, you can be financially free in no time. Ree Binion shows us how.
Can you imagine being financially independent in 5 years? It sounds too good to be true, but it is possible.
If you have choices in your life to step away sometimes, to take a year off, to travel, that's true financial freedom.
So how do you get there? First, financial experts say establish an emergency savings fund. Most people working toward financial independence live below their means and save about half their income.
Where people struggle is they want financial freedom and they want all the things right now in terms of goods, whether that's a car, the house, the clothes, the this and that. So they want all of these things immediately, plus they want freedom.
Second, get rid of your debt. The sooner you do this, the closer you'll be to making choices like taking a year off to travel or starting your own business. And third, create extra income. Experts recommend you work a side gig or buy property to rent to others.
And over time, the mortgage gets paid off, and now you're still generating income from that property every single month.
Once you've built your emergency reserve and paid off your debts, you can start investing and build some serious wealth.
The sooner you can get to 20% of your gross income going to retirement, the sooner you can actually retire.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Reed Binion.
It's time now for another Social 24.
Today, a wacky moment on the diamond, and today you can moo for your dinner.
Plus, surf's up. Furry friends at Del Mar Beach in San Diego. A group called Social Surf Dogs gave surfing lessons to a man's best friend. The lessons happen all summer long. It also allows the dogs to prepare for the annual Dog Surfathon. Yep, that's right. That competition is in September, and definitely something to see.
Very neat. Well, today, Chick-fil-A is giving away free food, and all I have to do is dress like a cow. Yeah, the fast food chain is celebrating their 14th annual Cow Appreciation Day by giving a free entree to every customer wearing a cow-themed costume. These cow appreciators will have to order in person. It doesn't work with their app. Kids can also get a free meal if they're dressed like cows, or in that case, dressed like calves. Last year, the company says more than 1.8 million people dressed up to take part in the giveaway.
Sounds easy enough. Now, where do you get a cow costume?
I don't know. I have a black rug, maybe put some white paint on it and just kind of throw it over.
That sounds good.
Maybe they'll accept it.
Sounds crafty. Now, a wacky moment in extra innings for the New York Mets taking on the Phillies. Check it out. This is Wilmer Flores. He claims he's hit by a pitch, meaning he gets to take his base. But wait, after review and replay, it's decided that he was not hit. so he gets another chance at bat. And this one pays off. He belts the next ball to deep left field for a walk-off home run to win the game. Hey there.
Wow.
Check it out.
Interesting.
Look at them celebrating.
Very nice. Yeah, didn't look like he was hit. And I guess he's happy that... I'd be happy.
I guess he's happy that he got that home run after all. Way to go.
Time now is 5:20. Current temperature is 72.
We'll be right back.
Are past due medical bills ruining your credit?
I'm Dan Foster. You may know me as Mr. Debt Buster. Filing for bankruptcy can eliminate all of your past due medical bills and get you the fresh financial start you deserve. Call me today, and I guarantee you will sleep better tonight.
Hey, Gus.
Hey, Nikki.
So what's the scoop?
Scoop? Who can pick just one scoop?
Well, I'd say that one's mint for me.
Sweet choice. Just like this.
The newest scratch-off from the Pennsylvania Lottery.
Yep. It's $3 million Pennsylvania Club.
Wow. With top prizes of $3 million.
You can't top that.
Well, maybe with sprinkles.
Keep on scratching.
And we do say good morning, America.
Are you confident that the president did nothing wrong?
Hurricane Maria causing mass devastation. So you rode out the storm.
Let's get straight to it. What happened?
Every morning, right here with you as we've always been. This year and for over 5 years, America's most watched morning show is.
You have no idea what a privilege it is to be able to say good morning to America every single morning.
I'm Dan Foster. Some of you may know me as Mr. Debt Buster. I've dedicated my career to busting through the burden of debt for thousands of Erie's hardworking families. If you are struggling with medical bills, foreclosure, or credit card debt, call me today, and I guarantee you will sleep better tonight.
They are the pioneers of cancer care in our community, nationally trained oncologists who have joined together in an unprecedented fight against the disease, right here at home. They are the purveyors of hope, of strength, of reassurance that you will never have to face cancer alone. The Yolanda G. Barco Oncology Institute at Meadville Medical Center. We're here to stand beside you in your fight.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Gorgeous day out here. The birds are singing. The skies are clear. And I think we'll have a pretty decent day here as we're out here on the weather deck for this morning. Clear skies also in downtown Erie. This is our sky cam from downtown. You can see just some great weather there. A few patchy clouds, and that's really about it as we start out this Tuesday morning. Live pinpoint Dopplers, only live local Doppler. Clean sweep for now, and no rain in the region at this point, though a little bit could come in later on the day. It's 70 downtown Erie, Kim and Mill Creek 71, Penn State Barron 66. Out towards Summit, Judy has 64. Liz and Corey a little cooler at 57. We have 59 in Sacretown, 62 at Conneaut Lake, and 55 out towards Saybrook. Canada to Lake George has about 58 degrees. Now, dew points upper 50s to lower 60s. Could be some fog around for this morning. So a little bit humid out there, and it may be just enough to touch off a few showers and storms. You can see around midday. Futurecast giving us the possibility of the showers. An embedded thunderstorm possible here and there. Threat, though, probably less than 50-50 as it moves out of the region by the end of the day and probably gets a little bit more toward the south. Look at that northeast flow for tonight into tomorrow. Good sweeping weather tonight, and we're looking at some nice weather for tomorrow. Should approach 80 degrees. That northeast wind will keep us on the dry side. Not much humidity. On the lake, keep your eye on the sky midday into the afternoon. Otherwise, winds would be west-northwest, about 5 to 12 knots. Waves will stay about 2 feet or less. Water temp at 72. So outside of that front, partly to mostly sunny for the day. Chance of those few showers here in Erie around midday and into the afternoon farther south. High temperatures in the lower 80s. And we're looking at some nice weather. Temperatures near 80 Wednesday. Heat and humidity build by Friday. It looks very humid for the weekend. Chance of a few scattered storms. And we may get close to 90 for the beginning of next week. So pretty decent weather, Elena. Let's head on into the weekend.
Thank you, Tom. Now, music was in the air all over the region Monday, including Asbury Woods in Mill Creek. It was the monthly Monday Music in the Woods concert series. Dozens of people came out to enjoy the tunes and the atmosphere at the Scenic Nature Center. Organizers hope to inspire a greater sense of environmentalism, education, and recreation.
It's just a wonderful time to bring new friends and old to the grounds of Asbury Woods to enjoy, community.
And it was all chairs on deck for the Sounds of the Summer concert series. The concert, performed by the Bayfront Dixieland Band, was held at the Soldiers and Sailors Home. The concert series is held every Monday night through the summer at different assisted living centers. Next week, Elvis impersonator Jim Moore will perform at the Curry Shell Apartments. It's a beautiful time of the year, and Erie Mayor Joe Schember has declared this week Garden Week. The proclamation recognizes the roles that gardens play in the community and the archiving Ethereal Beauty exhibit at the Erie Art Museum. The 92-year-old Carrie T. Watson Garden Club's exhibit features 15 of the region's gardens. Mayor Joe Schember is encouraging residents to plant their own.
I think bringing attention, kind of celebrating the wonderful gardens we have and the great environment we have here for gardens through the spring, summer, and fall, and encouraging people to get out and, make your place look good.
The exhibit at the Erie Art Museum runs through September 16th. Microsoft has unveiled its new tablet with a cheaper price tag, and Uber is still changing the ride-sharing market. Maggie Rulli and Candace Gibson have today's Tech Bites.
In today's Tech Bites, Microsoft's new tablet.
The Surface Go has a 10-inch screen, Windows 10, and 64 gigs of storage. It starts at $400. That's about half the price of Microsoft's larger, more powerful Surface Pro. Snapchat may be teaming up with Amazon. TechCrunch reports there's a hidden code for camera-assisted shopping in the latest Android app for Snapchat.
All you'd have to do is point the camera at an object and get a link to the item on Amazon. But neither company is talking about it right now. Uber is getting into the electric scooter business. The ride-hailing company is investing into a scooter company called Lime.
The partnership means Uber's customers will soon be able to rent a Lime scooter through the Uber app. Uber's main rival, Lyft, has also made recent moves into the bike and scooter rental space. This is exciting.
It is expanding,
more ways
too.
To get around.
Those are Tech Bites.
Tech Bites. Sponsored by Carfax.com.
So frustrating. I just want to find a used car without getting ripped off.
You could start your search at the all-new Carfax.com.
That might help. Show me the Carfax.
Now the car you want and the history you need are easy to find.
Show me used trucks with one owner.
Pretty cool.
Show me the Carfax.
Start your used car search and get free Carfax reports at the all-new Carfax.com.
Salads should look like this. Crisp leaves of lettuce, freshly made dressing, clean food that looks this good, delivered to your desk. Now delivering to home or office. Panera, food as it should be.
New Digestive Advantage now has probiotics that add good bacteria to your body and prebiotics that feed the bacteria you already have. Together, they support your digestive health. One pill, 2 ways to help you stay strong.
Hi, Sean Hawes here at Bob Ferrando Ford World. And right now, we're dealing on everything in stock. Bob's selling new Fords as low as $12,995. And he's even discounting new F-150s, $13,000. The Used Car Factory Superstore is overflowing with fresh inventory. From Raptors and Mustangs to inexpensive Ranger trucks to even the hard-to-find Ford Flex. Do you want a Lincoln? We have those too, all at Bob Ferrando Ford World in Girard.
19-year-old Julius Jones, the primary charge, murder in the first.
18 years on death row. But did he do it?
This young man has never been given a fair chance.
The Last Offense, new ABC tonight.
From Jet 24, your weather authority, this is your forecast first.
Time right now is 5:30 right now. Looking at mostly clear skies. Weather in pretty good shape here, including the Girard area. Looks like they do a little work on Route 20 there. And so may get a little slow down there in Girard 4 this morning, at least through downtown. Live pinpoint Doppler showing no precipitation around the area. And the temperature, nice, 70 degrees at the airport. Dew point at 62, so a touch humid out there for today. Might lead to a few isolated showers or some storms in a few areas for midday and into the afternoon as highs reach the lower 80s. That's about it for rain, though, for the rest of this week. More details on that forecast later in the show. Good Morning Erie starts now.
From your news leader.
It's Tuesday morning and a violent attack leaves a teenager with a gunshot wound, but police aren't releasing much information about the investigation.
We want to work on prevention. We want to work on surveillance.
Plus, millions of dollars are being released in an effort to keep Pennsylvania residents safe from mosquito-borne diseases. And Northeast will be buzzing this week as the community celebrates one of the biggest crops in the region.
Live in high definition from your news leader, this is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
Good morning, Erie. It's Tuesday. Very exciting news. The Northeast Firemen's Cherry Festival kicks off today.
And, of course, we have the big parade coming up this Saturday. Yours truly will be in it, as well as Tom Atkins. But there's so much to do at the festival, and the weather, even today, the threat of rain isn't real big there. Just go out the rest of the week looking fantastic for the big Cherry Festival.
So in addition to that fantastic weather, you get to meet Tom and Tom.
That's right. We'll give you some candy.
And get candy.
And yes.
Can't pass it up.
Can't pass up the candy there. And yeah, it's all free too. We ask for no donations.
Of course, support your local community. And we begin this morning with some national news. President Donald Trump announcing his second nominee to the Supreme Court in a primetime address Monday night. The president naming Washington, D.C. federal judge Brett Kavanaugh to replace Justice Anthony Kennedy. Even before the president's announcement, Democrats were already voicing strong opposition. At the heart of their concerns that the president's pick would undermine Roe v. Wade, the landmark 1973 ruling that upheld a legal right to an abortion. The Affordable Care Act could also be on the line.
My judicial philosophy is straightforward. A judge must be independent and must interpret the law, not make the law. A judge must interpret statutes as written, and a judge must interpret the Constitution as written, informed by history and tradition and precedent.
The Senate only needs 50 votes to confirm a Supreme Court nominee, meaning that if all but one Republicans vote along party lines, they will not need any Democratic support. An Erie man is scheduled to appear in Erie County Court to face his sentencing today. That update is new this morning. Nathan Wyzorsek was arrested on January 25th after allegedly attacking two police officers. His sentencing is set for 8:30 this morning in front of Judge William Cunningham. And Robert Heath is expected to appear in Erie County Court as well. He's accused of starving two dogs, and he faces animal abuse charges. Heath's appearance in Veterans Court is set for 9 a.m. in Judge Joe Walsh's courtroom. Now to a developing story we've been following closely. Erie police are still looking into a shooting that sent a 17-year-old teenager to the hospital. On Sunday around 11 p.m., police were called to the 700 block of East 24th Street. Authorities say a 17-year-old girl was shot in the leg after a group of people were arguing outside. Police tell us 11 gunshots were fired, striking a home and the victim inside the home. Investigators say they have identified some suspects in the incident, but they're not releasing those names at this point. This is still an ongoing investigation. 21-year-old Whitney Sullivan is recovering at a local hospital after a vicious box cutter attack outside of a Walgreens last Tuesday. Erie police say that a couple was getting back into their vehicle. They jumped into action when they heard Whitney's screams. Now Sullivan's father is thanking everyone who has helped her.
If I've learned anything personally from this, that is incredibly important in life, to have people that are willing, that don't even know you, to just step in and help.
Some Erie residents are on a mission to find ways to reduce crime in the city of Erie. According to the director of our West Bayfront, there are 6 neighborhood watch groups in the West Bayfront district. One watch group met last night to discuss what they can do as neighbors to help reduce the crime. Officers from the Erie Police Department were also at the meeting discussing problems with residents.
When they see something that they want to let the police know to contact us. If it's something going on right now, they call the non-emergency number, 870-1125. If it's something that they just want to pass on the information to the detectives, use the tip line, the 870-1199.
Erie Police and our West Bayfront are encouraging residents to get involved with their local crime watches. The driver in a fatal pedestrian accident is not facing charges. That's according to the Erie County Coroner's Office. It's continuing coverage this morning. 64-year-old Lannis Ellis was crossing West 26th Street when she was struck by a car at about 10:30 Friday night. She was transported to an Erie hospital where she was pronounced dead. The Coroner's Office has located the family of the victim in Philadelphia. Motorcycle season is in full swing, and with that comes the importance of staying safe on the road no matter what you drive. Police say a deadly motorcycle crash occurred Sunday night just before 6 p.m. in the 1100 block of East Lake Road. Biker Richard Elder was killed in the accident. With Roar on the shore a little more than a week away and more than 100,000 bikers expected to make their way to Erie, safety for all motorists is vital.
For motorcyclists, they really just need to pay attention, to intersections, to cars that are making left-hand turns in front of them. I always tell motorcyclists, when you come to approach an intersection, look at the wheels of the car, because the wheels of the car don't lie.
And in the name of motorcycle safety, road repairs are underway on Interstate 79. The highway ramps at West 26th Street and Interstate 79 are getting fixed now. The improvements are coming after motorcyclists complained to PennDOT, saying the ramps were too dangerous for bikers. PennDOT representatives say they've already done work on the ramps, but they're trying a different kind of repair now. Now this is news out of Crawford County, where an accident along Interstate 79 trashed part of a busy interchange. It happened at the I-79 on-ramp north at Meadville. Reports from the scene indicate a tractor-trailer loaded with garbage did not make the turn and rolled onto its side, spilling garbage as it went. The driver from Hadley, Pennsylvania, was taken to the hospital, but the injuries did not appear to be life-threatening. The ramp was closed for several hours until the debris could be cleared away. And state officials are urging Pennsylvanians to take precautions when it comes to avoiding tick and mosquito-borne illnesses. And in the new budget, the governor approved millions of dollars to help fight those diseases. Matt Heckel reports.
Pennsylvania leads the country with the most new cases of Lyme disease reported. Diagnoses have increased 25% a year over the last 4 years.
Lyme disease is really a very significant public health threat in Pennsylvania.
Now, Dr. Rachel Levine, Secretary of Health, is urging Pennsylvanians to take precautions.
Wearing the right clothes, using clothes that have that DEET, that insect repellent, doing tick checks.
She's also hoping new money in the state budget will help. It includes $2.5 million to hire staff at the Department of Health in order to implement the 18 recommendations made by the Lyme Disease Task Force, which was established 4 years ago.
We want to work on prevention, we want to work on surveillance, we want to work on education and awareness about Lyme disease.
Those recommendations include more Lyme disease prevention and education programs and more well-rounded surveillance of tick-borne diseases throughout the state.
This money will be very helpful for the Department of Health to be able to implement those recommendations.
The budget also includes a $139,000 increase to support the DEP's West Nile and Zika surveillance program. There have been more than 180 cases of the Zika virus in Pennsylvania since 2015. There haven't been any human cases of West Nile so far this year. And residents are urged to avoid mosquito-borne illnesses by doing things like getting rid of standing water around your home and always wearing insect repellent when outside. In Harrisburg, Matt Heckel, Jet 24 Action News.
Let's turn to some good news now. A radio station in Erie is scheduled to make a major announcement later this morning. The Lake Erie College of Osteopathic Medicine is expected to reveal that it is closed on the sale of the former Mercyhurst radio station, now known as LeeCom Radio. The station is located at 88.5 on the FM dial and plays the classic hits from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. LeeCom first announced the sale back in late February and has been running the station since March 1st. Now, when you think of Northeast, you might start dreaming of grapes, but another crop is being celebrated this week. The annual Northeast Firemen's Cherry Festival gets underway today. The festival includes rides, food, games, entertainment, vendors, the crowning of the Cherry Queen, and of course, lots of cherry pie. The highlight of the event is the Firemen's Parade, set for Saturday afternoon at 4 p.m. And tonight, the fun is getting underway at 5:30. Of course, Tom and Tom will be at that parade on Saturday. And after much anticipation, the wait is finally over. Popeye's Louisiana Chicken is scheduled to open up today. Employees have been training for the past few weeks. The new restaurant is in the 2600 block of West 26th Street and opening at 10 a.m. this morning. The time now is 5:40 and technology is everywhere, but it can be difficult to sort through. Coming up on Good Morning Erie, with more than 80,000 apps for kids available at the touch of a button, it can seem impossible for parents to figure out which ones are educational. We'll share some advice when we come back.
From your news leader, you're watching Elena LaQuatra, meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, and Craig Smiley with sports. This is Jet 24 Good Morning Erie.
One click on the wrong email and malicious code hooks deep into your system, encrypting your files and holding them for ransom for hundreds of dollars. At Hagen, our mission is to keep businesses running no matter what happens. Our products work quickly to restore systems after data loss or disaster, making our customers' businesses unstoppable in the face of ransomware, viruses, or complete data loss due to natural disaster. Call Hagen Business Machines of Meadville and request a demo today. Hagen, we can do more for you.
Everything is better at Presque Isle Downs and Casino, including our new buffet for just $9.99. It all starts off with Fiesta Fridays with our savory selection of Mexican dishes, including our signature nacho, burrito, and taco bars. In the mood for Italian? We've got you covered with our Italiano Saturdays featuring all your Italian favorites. Comfort food? We've got that too with our Potluck Sundays featuring family-style dishes that are sure to fill you up. And don't forget, it's only $9.99 with your player card. Only at Presque Isle Downs and Casino.
Don't miss the Brazieri Deary Bra Burning Sale, now in progress. Bring us your worn, your torn, your most despised bras, and save 15% off new bras throughout the month of July. Try on the fabulous cami bras, tops, and bathing suits that everyone's talking about. Enjoy 20% savings on all our gorgeous swimwear. Brazieri Deary, defying gravity since 2004, in Village West in Erie.
Log on to YourErie.com every weekday to tell us what you think, and then see the results on the web and Good Morning Erie the next morning. Brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
And we do say Good Morning America.
Are you confident that the president did nothing wrong?
Hurricane Maria causing mass devastation. So you rode out the storm.
Let's get straight to it. What happened?
Every morning, right here with you as we've always been. This year and for over 5 years, America's most watched morning show is.
You have no idea what a privilege it is to be able to say good morning to America every single morning.
Weather is brought to you by Superstore Joe at Auto Express Kia.
I drove a Dodge.
Chevy.
A Honda. Pontiac.
A BMW. Now I drive a Kia.
A Kia. A Kia. A Kia.
Now you can change too. Switch to an all-new 8-passenger Kia Sedona, or switch to the over 50 MPG Niro Hybrid, or go 0 to 60 in 4.7 seconds with a 2018 Stinger. There's a change for everyone at Auto Express.
I want to see ya in a Kia.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Welcome to the Ag Weather segment here. We're looking at the Bob Frando Ford World Skycam, and the Gerard Burrow guys working hard this morning. Now, I know they're not here right now, but they've been painting some of the lines in the crosswalk here across there, and earlier they were there waving at us, and I waved back, okay, and now They left. Maybe they went to the Girard Diner, grabbed some coffee there. But if you are traveling through Route 20, downtown Girard, maybe a little bit slower here. They got the cones up there and probably some one-lane traffic for a bit here. Now, the lines dry quickly. They take some of the cones off, so hopefully this won't last for too long there. Live pinpoint Doppler showing no precipitation, so they picked a good day to do it. We're sure that the lines will dry quickly. They do dry quickly. We do expect maybe some showers later in the day, but by then they should be good to go. In the meantime, temperatures near 70 along the lake shore here, 60 at French Creek, Summit 64, 57 in Corey, 63 reported by Gary out there in Albion. 59 in Sagertown. Woodcock Borough, forgot to put up there, but John 61 out his way, 62 at Conneaut Lake, and 55 out towards Saybrook. Dew points are up there, though, lower 60s, so a touch humid for the day, so evaporation rates shouldn't be quite as bad. Winds not too bad. They shifted now toward the west to southwest about 5 miles an hour, 5 to 10. A front coming through about midday may set off a few isolated showers here along the lake shore, and farther inland, chance of scattered showers and storms. Rain time will be probably less than a half hour, and rain amounts shouldn't amount to much here as those areas of showers move on out. And your ag forecast for the day, we are looking at, nope, well, popped ahead there, but we're looking at chance of scattered showers and storms, less than 1/4 of an inch expected for the day, probably even less than 1/10 of an inch for the majority of you. Temperatures will be in the lower 80s, winds will be out of the west to northwest, eventually at about 5 to 10 miles an hour, and temperatures around the region in the lower 80s. Erie County Farm Bureau encouraging you to buy local ag. You just can't beat it. Maybe some cherries, huh? We got the Cherry Festival going on in Northeast for the day. So enjoy some of that local ag that's grown right here in our region. We have more heat and humidity building in for the end of the week, with temperatures into the lower to mid-80s by Friday. Could set off a few scattered showers and storms for the upcoming weekend.
Beautiful forecast there. All right, Tom, time for trivia. Here's a look at that question again. Which Flintstones character was last to make it onto a Flintstones vitamin? A, Pebbles, B, Bam Bam, C, Betty Rubble, or D, Mr. Slate?
Well, I never paid attention to them. I don't think Mr. Slate is even on it, so I'm going to knock that one out there. Boy, Pebbles, I mean, any one of those three, you know, could be it. So I'm just going to take a shot in the dark and go Betty Rubble.
The answer is C, Betty
Yeah,
Rubble.
Betty Rubble.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was added in 1995.
Well, and that makes sense. You know, Pebbles and Bam Bam, Barney and Fred. That's his name.
Fred
the main
Flintstone.
character. So yeah, Betty was a kind of a secondary character. Now, did that tie in with? I forgot when the Flintstones movie came out, but I wonder if that was about that time.
I'm not sure.
Ryan, that's a follow-up question.
That is
Maybe
a follow-up.
Have that for tomorrow.
Ryan, our producer, Ryan, make
Help
sure
us
that's
out
the
with that
follow-up
one.
question for
There you
tomorrow.
go.
All right, time now to show you the results for our daily YourErie.com poll question.
We asked, do you get the recommended amount of sleep every night? No. 35% of you said not even close. Yeah, that's
right there with you.
Yeah, we're right there. 29% said most of the time. 23% said once or twice a week. 13% said yes, you do. That's not a lot of people.
No, good for you guys who do get enough sleep. It's tough for this shift, certainly. I think I got maybe 3 or 4 hours last night. Now, if you're in the mood for something a little different, today's Free Ticket Tuesday is one you'll love.
This morning we're giving away tickets to the annual 814 Metal Festival.
All you have to do is go to our Facebook page and check out our Free Ticket Tuesday posts. Like us, share it, and tell us what you love most about music.
Before the end of the show today, we will announce the lucky winner.
All right, mobile phone and tablet use by kids under the age of 8 is up by 1,000% over the past several years.
But with all of those apps claiming to be educational, how can parents sort it all out?
It's coverage affecting your family. Tablets, phones, all with apps, thousands of them claim to be educational. But how can parents tell which ones are of value? Even the most dedicated parents can't preview thousands of apps, so most just do what they can.
I think I would, let her necessarily pick something on her own without, me checking it out or Googling it first.
Take a peek at what your kid is doing, and if you don't like what you see or something common sense goes, nix, then don't do it.
To help parents like Jenny be more definitive about which apps help kids learn, doctors looked at so-called educational apps. A study found that there are simple features that parents should look for.
These kind of features popped out of the literature. Active, engaged, meaningful, socially interactive, and has a learning goal.
Here are the building blocks for a powerful decision-making formula. Apps that encourage social interaction, exploration, and creativity. An app should engage children like a parent would. And remember, the app should not be complicated or a child might lose interest. Those are all pretty straightforward.
Yeah, you know, and really you do have to, you know, keep it simple, and that's how you can really help out, trying to help your kids get educated with those apps.
Yep, and keep them busy for a little bit too. Well, that brings us to today's poll question. Our question, we want to know, how many apps do you have on your phone? That question will be posted all day long. Just head over to yourerie.com and vote, and tune in tomorrow to see how your answer compares with everyone else.
Some big games on the Major League Diamond. Craig Smiley has all the highlights.
And more news from Hollywood coming up on Good Morning Erie. Tom Hanks is coming back to the big screen to celebrate a big anniversary. Coverage continues for Erie, Meadville, Kane, and the entire region. Stay with us.
You can barely see it, but in this man's ear is life-changing technology from Erickson Hearing Center that allows him to hear again. And now, so can you. Erickson Hearing Center is enrolling subjects in a new study to evaluate Oticon's latest digital technology designed to increase the ability to hear speech in background noise. We need your help to evaluate the features of this exciting new technology in a variety of listening situations. To participate in this study, you must be over 18 years of age, have hearing loss, and be less than 100% satisfied with your current hearing devices. Prior hearing aid use is not required. Participants will receive a free comprehensive hearing screening, a 30-day at-home trial of the new devices, and be asked to complete a short pre- and post-survey on their experience. As a thank you for subjects who volunteer in this study, participants are eligible to purchase their trial technology at a significant discount. Space is limited. Call Erickson today to reserve your participation in this groundbreaking study.
Watch the Powerball drawing every Wednesday and Saturday night at 11:20 during Action News.
19-year-old Julius Jones, the primary charge, murder in the first.
18 years on death row. But did he do it?
This young man has never been given a fair chance.
The Last Offense. New ABC tonight.
Come to Connie's Ice Cream and Presque Isle Pizza on Friday, July 13th for the Weather Scoop. Have a scoop of ice cream dished up by the Jet Fox and your Erie team of meteorologists. Stop by Connie's and Presque Isle Pizza at 32nd and Sterretania for Weather Scoop specials from noon to 6 p.m. A portion of the proceeds benefit the Anna Shelter. The Weather Scoop, brought to you by Jet 24, Fox 66, and yourerie.com.
From Jet 24, here's meteorologist Tom DeVecchio, your weather authority.
Welcome back. We're here on the weather deck, and we're looking at beautiful conditions here. Mostly clear skies. Sun hasn't cleared the trees as of yet, but I think we're setting up for a beautiful start to the day. Let's go to our Bob Frenda Ford Worth Skycam. Yeah, we moved up there. Gerard Burrow hard at work this morning. They are painting the lines there, the center lines, the crosswalk lines. So you can see they got some cones up. Shouldn't take long. The paint dries pretty fast here, and we're not expecting any rainfall until midday, if it occurs at all. So the guys are out, and again, going through downtown Girard, just be wary for that, which would otherwise be a fairly tranquil start to the day. Live pinpoint Doppler, rain-free at this hour, and no rain really around the region at this time. Temperatures pretty warm here along the lakeshore, 71 Lake City, Mill Creek 71. Albion has 63, Summit 64. Becky French Creek has 60 degrees. Sacred Town 59, Westmead 63, 58 at Canada Lake. Neenah has 65 in Linesville, 55 out towards Saybrook. Humidity up a little bit. You can see dew points low 60s here, and they can feel a touch of humidity in the air for this morning. And as the front goes through about midday, may touch off some of that humidity for maybe a few showers here in Erie around midday. Farther inland, Meadville, Franklin, Warren, you have a little better chance of maybe seeing a few scattered showers or a thunderstorm in the afternoon. But again, the threat less than 50-50. The front will get more active in the center part of the state, not toward Pittsburgh, south of 80, where it will go in during the heat of the afternoon. Nice weather, though, for tomorrow, and that nice weather will continue into the end of the week, along with a notable warm-up. So your forecast on the lake, winds becoming west at 5 to 12 knots, waves less than 2 feet, water temperature at 72. So mostly sunny for the day, though there is a chance of a few showers here in Erie around midday and into the afternoon farther inland, highs in the lower 80s. And looking at some dry weather and increasing humidity into Friday and the weekend. Updates of the forecast can be found anytime. Head to our website, yourerie.com.
Thank you, Tom. And today in entertainment news, a big anniversary and stories of marvel and wonder. Tom Hanks fans, this should be music to your ears. Big is headed back to the big screen to mark its 30th anniversary. More than 700 U.S. theaters will screen the much-loved comedy this Sunday and next Wednesday. Brie Larson has revealed something about her next movie, the highly anticipated Captain Marvel. Filming is apparently done. Not much else is known about the Marvel movie, which is set to hit theaters next March. Also opening next March, Wonder Park, about a girl who discovers the amusement park she's created in her imagination has somehow come to life. The first trailer just dropped for the animated adventure.
Now, Jet 24's Craig Smiley with sports.
Hey, good morning. Let's talk sports. Longtime Girard High School assistant football coach Bill McNally is the new head coach for the Yellow Jackets, replacing Mike Zona, who resigned last month. I know what you're saying. I've heard this already. The school originally named McNally as the interim head coach, but according to the high school principal, the board voted last night to remove the interim tag. McNally is the new head coach and the father of former Girard star Brian McNally, who went on to play at Slippery Rock. Major League Baseball, Pirates, Nationals, PNC Park. Let's go. Buccos up 4-1 early in the second. It is Gregory Polanco with a runner aboard. 13th of the year. He drove in 4. Pirates up 6-2 in the 6th. And it's Bryce Harper. Call it out to the Astronauts on that moonshot to straightaway center. 443 feet away. But the newly named all-star closer Felipe Vasquez ensues the game-ending 6-4-3 double play. Pirates get the win. Your final was 6-3. The Eagle has landed on Larry Doby Way in downtown Cleveland. Tribe and Reds Battle of Ohio. Watch the defensive play from Tyler Naquin. Coming out of your aha. Mike Clevenger grinning like the teenager who found the free trial of Cinemax. Yonder Alonso turns a 3-0 deficit into a 2-run game with one swing of the bat, but Clevenger wasn't smiling after this Joey Votto homer. His 9th of the year. Indians trailed 7-1 at one point before Michael Brantley would come back and cut it to a 2-run game in the 9th, but it was not enough. Indians fall. Your final was 7-5 in that one. Wild one in St. Pete. Tigers, Tampa Bay, Detroit battled back from a 7-3 deficit. And in the 9th, Mikey Matook's grounder to second turns into a bad option pitch from Jake Bowers. This one goes to extras after Jacoby Jones scores. Tied at 9, Blaine Hardy trying to keep it that way, but the Rays get a 1-out triple from Kevin Kiermaier. That sets the table, and Daniel Robertson says, how about a chicken dinner? As in winner, winner, chicken dinner. Rays take it 10-9 in 10 innings. I'm out. Have a great Sports Tuesday.
Time now is 5:58. Still ahead on Good Morning Erie. You can celebrate a taste of the season all week long. And speaking of tasty food, we'll see what's cooking with Sandra.
Good morning, everyone. Well, welcome to What's Cooking. Today we're making a fancy French dish made simple. Don't go away.
Here they come again. Those phone calls, night and day. Won't they ever stop? And if you ignore them, things can get worse. Do something about it. I'm Kenny Steinberg at Steido & Steinberg. I'll sit down with you for free in my Erie office or my Meadville office, and we'll get to the bottom of this. Steido & Steinberg, 451-1131, or visit our website at goodbyedebt.com. With our experience, why go anywhere else?
Every animal deserves a place to call home.
And a family.
Someone to play with.
And someone to love.
Find the perfect addition to your family on Jet Pet, Wednesdays and Fridays during Jet 24 Action News. Hundreds of animals from local shelters are waiting to be adopted.
Waiting to come home to your family.
Jet Pet, Wednesdays and Fridays on Jet 24 Action News. Brought to you by Superstore Joe and Auto Express Kia.
Nobody loves their customers like Boyer RV Center, and nobody's going to undersell us during our 3rd annual Customer Appreciation Event. We're saying thanks to all our shoppers with blowout pricing on remaining 2018s, like a new Springdale travel trailer with over 10 grand off MSRP, just $18,920. Plus, save thousands on our latest 2019s and enjoy food, prizes, giveaways, and so much more. If family fun is in your future,